Princess of the Underworld, I regret having to contact you at such a time. It's not my custom to intervene during moments of doom, only to observe.
Moments of doom? You're Lord Moros, emissary of the Three Fates. So your sisters heard me after all?
They expected me to find you, for there's something they intend for you to have. Wherever you're going, look for it when you arrive. I'm uncertain if we'll meet again. Farewell. It's been an honor.
Wait.
Again, our journeys intertwine. Why did you call upon me, Princess? Did you not receive the artifact I brought you from the Fates?
Lord Moros, I did receive the fated list, and summoned you once more as it ordained. All children of Nyx are welcome where I reside. Might we speak further there? I have many questions.
I don't know whether I can answer them, as my own search for truth has not been going well of late. But I'll not decline your cordial invitation. Please lead the way.
Then follow me.
I shall.
Happen to see a tall, horned fellow passing through?
Princess, we've not met formally. I'm called Moros, Doom, or the official bearer of bad news. The Witch of the Crossroads apprised me of the situation here, and was gracious to invite me to stay for now.
You're welcome here and safe, Lord Moros. So then you know of my task.
To vanquish the usurper of the House of Hades seems more than a task. I regret this burden is yours to bear, and much sooner than expected.
It's all right. I was born for this. Lord Moros, as our honored guest, we wanted you to have this, to make your stay a bit more comfortable.
The nectar of the gods. Thank you, Princess. I've not received an offering before, though I do like to come prepared. So here, from me to you.
How thoughtful. I accept. Have you experienced our hot springs yet, Lord Moros? The waters cleanse the body and the mind. I'm headed over if you'd care to join me.
Why, I don't see why not. I've seen and heard about such springs as these, though never been.
Just right.
Oof. To think that such a place is hidden here.
So what did you and the Fates do for recreation where you're from anyhow?
Have I mentioned they like to weave? Their weaving was their occupation and their passion. I never got too good at it myself, and all they needed was the three of them, so...
I know an excellent spinstress who could maybe help with your technique. What did you do while they were busy spinning away?
Well, I would travel the world to witness mortals in their final moments. Look them square in the face as they perished, often in horror.
You do this for recreation's sake?
The nature of the role leaves little time for recreation, and it's all I could do to make those final moments dignified. Though I don't think the gesture always comes across.
I'm sorry.
I've not felt so refreshed in, well, it's been a while now. Thank you again.
Say, Lord Moros, would you accompany me to the riverside? I have a feeling your mere presence may help with the evening's catch.
I have a way with mortal creatures of all sorts, so I'll accompany you, yes. Forgive me, though I never have quite understood the compulsion to extract water creatures from their natural environs. I know for mortals it is sometimes necessary sustenance, though others do it for the sake of sport. Why?
For mortals, it seems to be an opportunity to assert themselves over the natural world. Though I would take no pride in outsmarting such creatures if I were them. In our case, we safeguard habitats for all the species that we find.
That seems like a burdensome responsibility for creatures that ought to take better care of themselves.
Well, there's more to it, I suppose. For one thing, it sets a contemplative mood, right? Means we can talk a little bit about matters unrelated to our own burdensome responsibilities.
I can certainly appreciate that part. And now we wait. Patience is a necessary skill in this pursuit. Steady, princess. Come meet your fate.
Cheer up, Mopa.
Skillfully caught. Perhaps it's good to let the mind wander a bit to such pursuits every once in a while. I feared you'd never ask again, princess. I've longed for the warmth of the springs since last we visited. The perfect warmth. I surely can get used to this.
Your relationship with the Fates sounds like it must have been a complicated one. You've never been on your own, have you?
I haven't. They're my sisters and my elders. I grew up under their watchful eye, and I'm more than their brother. I was their guardian. But I couldn't protect them in the end. Perhaps they always knew I'd fail them, and loved me anyway.
You can't go thinking like that. You had one of the most important responsibilities in the world. The Fates are as all-knowing as they come, aren't they? Then it stands to reason there wasn't anybody better suited for the task than you.
Princess, would you just let me wallow in my misery a bit? Ah, no, wait. Forget it. It's gone. A mighty incantation on your part just now.
Anyway, I know you love your sisters, but the circumstances being what they are, perhaps some distance will be good for you.
Perhaps. These springs are good for me. Of that, I have no doubt.
Nor I.
I think I really needed that. And always wonderful to have your company.
Lord Moros, I wanted you to have this either way, though if you're not too busy at the moment, would you care to share it with me at the taverna? I know this is sudden, it's just I'm past due for a little break.
Princess Malinois, it would be my pleasure. Would you please lead the way?
So it can be a lot, of course. I don't know what's the better source of motivation. Those completely certain I'll succeed in everything, or those completely certain that I'll fail.
I have the same thought pattern frequently. The Fates, they could anticipate the outcomes of my efforts and would chastise me sometimes for small mistakes I'd yet to make. It wasn't always as encouraging as intended.
Then where did you find the strength? Your responsibilities sound like they must have been a lot.
It all simply became a force of habit at some point. You practice a skill to a level of proficiency, then fear letting it go. Fear you'll never be as capable at other things.
I wouldn't have expected Doom himself to harbor such misgivings.
Well, perhaps I should have been born as fear. So then where do you think it comes from? Your source of motivation for your task?
I've decided it comes from the thought of finding more of this ambrosia out there. This is good.
Yes, it is. I very much enjoyed your company, Princess. And thank you for the drink. I trust we'll have more opportunities like this. Hello, Princess. I trust that when we spoke quite recently that I did not make you, well...
What is it, Lord Moros? I've enjoyed our conversations lately, so you needn't fear. I'd tell you if I thought something was wrong. I'd ask you do the same.
And I shall, except in this case, I believe I misconstrued something I thought you may have thought, because admittedly I am a little new at all of this.
My own experience in such matters is significantly lacking too. As long as we stumble together, I suppose.
I too suppose. You be well tonight.
I wanted you to have this, Lord Moros, since you seemed to enjoy it last time. Ambrosia may flow freely on Olympus, but we chthonic gods should get our share as well, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I think that's a better question for Nemesis. It's not for me to say whether we deserve such things. And the Fates did not advise me as to whether I should accept such gifts. Nor did I ever think to ask.
I can't believe I'm saying this, though there's no need to overthink it so much. Since the fates aren't here to tell you, you could always listen to your heart in such a situation.
My heart? It isn't saying anything, Princess. But it is beating faster than I'm accustomed, even though I'm at rest and comfortable, mostly. Very comfortable. I don't wish to be so rude, so thank you very much. I've come to value our companionship, Princess. So there's something you should know about me in case it becomes pertinent to us. I'm promised to another, by the fates.
Promised to another as in you're betrothed? Well then, congratulations are in order, I should think. Though to whom, if I may ask? If the fates even let on.
Well, at the risk of being overly direct, I've concluded that she isn't you. The fates described her as the morning light, whose luminance breaks through the darkness and reveals the beauty of the world. You're, well, different than that.
Oh, that could be Eos, I suppose. I know her sister Selene the Moon rather well, but I'm not very familiar with Dawn. Are you supposed to seek her out?
I fear I do not know. She and I are to meet at some point, but apparently not yet. When first you and I met, I thought perhaps that I might find her in this place.
It's dark here. I don't think you shall.
I realize that now.
If I've learned anything, it's that with practice comes perfection, or as close as we can ever get. So, what do you say we practice listening to our hearts a little more? Here, this is for you.
I'm attempting to listen to my heart right now, Princess. But if truly it can speak, I'm afraid it's speaking a bit rapidly, such that I can't entirely understand or know what to do, as though I'm in one of your binding spells.
How about I go first, and next I offer you ambrosia, you can be prepared. For now, my heart says, I feel comfortable around you. Even though you make me feel like royalty, which, come to think of it, I do not mind at all.
I thank you very much for that, Princess. I'm pleased that you approve of me this way. And next time, as you say, I'll be better prepared to express my sentiment in turn.
Well, Lord Moros, ready to let your heart do the talking this time? Because here's something that I wanted you to have. Your calm and considerate presence in these crossroads has meant a lot to me. So thank you.
I should be thanking you instead, Princess. Not merely for this gift, which is beautiful, but also because you've given me something else to strive for. Besides...
Something to strive for? You mean the nectar and ambrosia? Good, isn't it? I should be able to get more.
I'd welcome that, although it isn't what I meant. Which is, knowing you could spend your time with anyone, I'll strive to make the time you spend with me worthwhile, as fulfilling for you as it is for me.
But I already find the time we share fulfilling. I wouldn't want you thinking otherwise, or changing how you are with me. I like the way I feel when I'm with you.
And you don't know how glad I am to hear it. Well, I've relayed what I believe my heart has said, after a closer listening. Perhaps I ought to have kept its message to myself.
No, of course not. I'm glad. Forgive me for presuming, though you seem a little tense of late, Lord Moros. What would you say if we shared one of these bottles together at the taverna? It's been a while.
Nothing would please me more, Princess, except it's not my wish to burden you, and I regret that I've permitted my concerns, which are slight, to become apparent. So please, don't go out of your way on my account.
I'm not going out of my way. And if it's truly your wish for the time we share to be fulfilling, then you can start by taking the opportunities that present themselves.
You make a strong case. It would be my honor to accompany you then. Shall we head down? I have been drawn to others on occasion, yes, but I knew better than to let myself become attached. If my heart started to speak to me, I always could make it quiet down.
In that, at least, we're quite alike, skilled at quieting our hearts. Though if the Lady Aphrodite's taught me anything, it's that our passions needn't always be suppressed.
What do you mean, Princess? What passions could you have possibly suppressed, given all that you've achieved?
Well, for one thing, even being here with you. The past me never would have had the clarity of mind to ask, I think. My mind would have talked my heart out of it.
Then I'm very grateful that your heart is beginning to prevail in more of these debates. I think it only makes you stronger, and perhaps it's the ambrosia, but I'm very fond of that. Of you in your entirety, truly.
Oh, while we're being candid then, I've become rather fond of you as well. But if you're promised to another, I don't wish to interfere.
I don't know this other goddess to whom I've been promised, nor do I want to. And I've violated the will of the fates already. We both have. Wherever all this leads, I would have you by my side.
Then to discovering our path together.
To discovering our path. I very much enjoyed our time, Princess, and will anticipate when we can be together next. Soon, I trust.
I feel the same way.
Forgive me, Princess. I apologize for the abruptness of my approach. My mind told me not to appear before you without good cause, but my heart demanded otherwise. Is this not a good time?
Oh, you know, Lord Moros, I was just in the middle of evading my latest brush with death. Why are you here? I must look like hell.
No, you look... well, I am truly at a loss for words. I should have rehearsed what I sought to say more thoroughly.
You don't need to be so nervous around me, or so formal for that matter. And it's nice to see you here as well, in one of my many moments of wretched failure. How long can we stay here anyway? It's so peaceful.
We can stay for... I don't exactly know. A while that to others shall seem merely an instant, so... I sought to see you here again, in the off chance you sought to see me.
Chance has nothing to do with it, Lord Moros. Most nights I have a brush with death, but not with you. I have wanted this, yes.
Princess. You're safe.
Lord Moros, are you certain this shall only seem an instant by the time we return? Because...
You have my word. As for your own sense of time, that I cannot change. So, as much as I would like remaining here with you eternally, we should probably be getting back.
You're probably right. Return to Shadow now. Lord Moros, so how are you this eve?
Princess, I was going to ask you the same. As for me, it's as though I'm in a dream. The wonderful kind I've sometimes heard described. But what of you?
I'm very well, yes. My dreams have often haunted me, though I've experienced the good kind too. And you're right, it's kind of like this. Except the feeling never lasts.
Perhaps that shall be the difference in what we have. That it can last. If you would like, of course.
We'll just have to find out.
Quite a predicament we find ourselves in, sister. Certainly not one I could have anticipated when first I arrived. How odd. So what are we to do? It's not my wish to interfere.
Don't worry about that. Worry about keeping your mouth shut when she's walking up on us. All casual, like she doesn't know what's going on.
Wait, what is going on? What are you two talking about, if I may ask?
Talking about you, Princess. Though it's nothing you need to worry your pretty little head about. You've got enough going on, and we can sort this out ourselves, if you'll excuse us.
Wait. No, I would prefer to be forthright. Princess, the issue is we each develop certain feelings for you that, in some cases, can manifest as the kind of envy that Nemesis is committed to punishing. An outcome we are trying to avoid.
Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. I would never want to hurt either of you. Well, maybe you, Nemesis, but only when we spar. How do we resolve this? Our feelings mustn't get in our way.
They won't get in our way. And besides, you're busy, not like you were going to devote yourself to one of us body and soul, like some mortal that doesn't know any better.
Certainly not. Why should I or any of us have to choose? We're gods. If you wish to know me better, wonderful. But please accept that I won't let myself be bound to anyone. Nor would I expect any different from you. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Come on, man. Gotta tell me why you're really here. The three don't just send you out on long assignments like this. Wait, is it because of her?
Please, Eris. The princess ought to be addressed as such. And lest you forget, the details of my arrival are not for me to divulge. There must be something else we can discuss.
Oh, I can think of lots of things. I want to know what's going on with you two. I see the way you look up at her as she trots by. Maybe the three sent you here to set the two of you up?
You're trying to embarrass me. It isn't going to work. And besides, we both know the Fates have better uses of their weaving time than things like that.
Do they really? Thought they were all about meddling with the smallest details of everybody's lives. But you'd know better than me.
I know better than to be provoked like this. Your task is finally complete. Perhaps the Fates knew you'd succeed, but I couldn't always be certain, although I held to what could be considered hope.
And your support made it possible, Lord Moros. For one thing, if you hadn't intervened when I was trying to reach the surface, Typhon might have reduced Olympus to ruin.
Doom averted. We children of Nyx have already heard that Mother is no longer bound in Tartarus. You have our deepest gratitude. Certainly mine. Well then, what happens now?
I suppose I ought to go make certain everything's in order. My father started renovations to the underworld, and I volunteered to help clean up. The surface needs it too.
Then it sounds like I may see you again soon?
Absolutely.
My sisters, they're all right. I was about to say thank the Fates, but in this case, Princess, I can only say thank you. While you'd best not tell me how you did it, please do tell how it was to meet them finally.
It was an interesting conversation, and they seem to be doing well, that much I can say. And you're probably aware of the new major prophecy that they foretold.
The advent of another age. They notified me, yes. Perhaps it's their way of preventing any further attempts to circumvent their will, assuming this age does arrive.
What does this mean for you, though, Moros? I got the sense your sisters have no immediate plans to resume their customary weavings.
I think it means that mortals shall be having a reprieve from me, potentially for quite some time, and that I'll have to find something to do.
You could remain here with us, help tend the crossroads, learn our craft.
I'd like that very much. You haven't often looked upon the fated list of late. For many nights I would anticipate your safe return, then watch as you fulfilled one prophecy after another. Now you brush right by it to come speak with me.
Lord Moros, at the risk of profoundly disrespecting your sisters, I find you wholly more interesting than a bunch of minor prophecies. Well, most of them. I also don't have many left at the moment.
You have done very well. Or rather, you have done what would inevitably come to pass. Although I choose to think that this result required much intention on your part.
What happens if I have no further prophecies I can fulfill?
Perhaps then there shall be another prophecy for me, to pass the fated list along to someone else.
You'd have to leave.
I do not know.
It's really you. Before you say anything, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but I spotted this ship and I had to drop in for a closer look. And now I'm going to take off. So let's pretend this never happened, eh?
Hold it right there, Icarus. I'm not about to let you just fly out on me again without a chat, at least. To start with, what are you doing in the middle of this blasted war?
The same thing I've been doing. Slowing these bastards down. If everyone like me pitched in a little bit, this war would have been well over by now.
That may be so, but this is a matter between gods and titans. I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
Bit late for that, Millie. Anyway, I've kept you for too long, but let me give you something I've been working on before I go. And these all work, I swear. Been flying for a while now. At first, it brought me back to the terror I felt as a kid. Those final moments. I wanted to put myself through them again and again. Don't know why.
Icarus, you were young and you made a mistake. What's the use torturing yourself for it for all eternity? I thought you wanted to learn to fly to prove yourself to your father.
Come on, Millie. I'm never going to prove myself to him. But something happened as I kept trying to use my wings. I started to like it. Seeing from a different point of view.
You look so in your element up there. I always believed if I could make you whole again, perhaps some night we'd learn to fly together. I still want to...
You've no idea how much I wanted that too. but it was something I had to do on my own. I'd love to take you up with me now, but yeah, shades and goddesses don't mix. That last night you got me was so good. Can't even imagine what it would have been like while I was still alive. Wasn't going to ask for another, but since you're offering...
I'm offering, so here. Maybe it's even better now that you're a shade. You mortals had to eat and drink out of necessity, but nectar helps fulfill a different kind of need.
Wait, what are you even doing here? I thought you were supposed to be bound to the underworld, but here you are, commandeering warships and whatnot.
I am still bound there. I just loosened the bindings a bit. Though I feel absolutely wretched now, so if the legions of Kronos don't stop me soon, my blood curse surely will.
Really? Because you look great. You look well. I mean, unafflicted by a curse of any sort. Maybe a little seasick is all. Just take one of these, hey? Way back when, I always wanted to find you the best bottle of nectar I could. But I never did. Adding to the list of things I perhaps should have approached differently.
Please don't dwell on the past so much. You thought you'd never see me again, but I'm here now. I appreciate this moment that we have. Icarus, I want you to come back. To the crossroads. You want to aid our efforts here. You'll do an even better job of it if you're in contact with Odysseus and all our shades.
I'm not sure that everybody feels the same, Millie. I've been able to make do here on my own, and don't do well in crowds. Maybe from living in a prison tower all my life.
But we could see each other more. And it's really not that crowded there, is it? Just give the possibility some thought.
All right, I will. Give it some thought, that is. But if I show up and the Witch of the Crossroads turns me into the shade of a newt or something, it'll be on your conscience. Didn't think I'd feel this way, though it's good to be back, Melly. Your Grace. This place feels different. I think it's warmer than it used to be or something, eh?
You found your way back. You're welcome here and safe as ever, Icarus. I trust the wings made the return trip relatively swift and trouble-free?
Well, flying past the city of Ephyra sure beats having to trudge through. I still have to check in with Master Odysseus, though I'll try not to be such a stranger around here.
Do see to that. I was so pleased to see that you decided to come back. How was it at the crossroads after all this time?
A bit uncomfortable at first, but then you showed up, and it was great to see Master Odysseus again. Gave me a few flight path ideas. I didn't overstay, did I?
No, not at all. Well, if you didn't mind it there, then I hope you'll return. And perhaps start to think of it again as a place to stay, not just a place to go.
It's called the Crossroads, Melly. I'd never considered it could be a place to stay. Hey, cheers for giving me a push. This place has changed so much since I took off. If you told me half this stuff was here, you'd have had a way easier time persuading me to come back.
I wanted to see if you'd do it of your own accord. And also, surprise, you still remember the trick to locating the place.
Hard to forget it once you know the way. Though, finding a good landing spot, I'm out of practice on that front. I nearly crashed into the cauldron.
No, what happened?
I crashed into Master Odysseus instead. What happened to you, Melly? You're so small. Not that you're usually big. I mean, you've always been just right, but normally you're... Just forget I spoke.
It's all right, Icarus. You must be noticing the work of Circe the Enchantress, who provided one of her protective blessings for the night. Is the effect really that noticeable?
No, it really isn't. I just tend to notice the little things. I mean, I notice details. Of all sizes. Anyway, I like it. Not that that matters. Here, let me get you on your way.
Hey, if you don't have to fly off just yet, how about a visit to the fishing pier with me? It's nice and quiet over there.
Sure, that sounds great. Though I should note, I've never learned to fish, so fair warning, I will not be any good. Where I was from, fish were a major source of sustenance. It's strange, I never really thought that they were living creatures, same as me. Well, not same as me, but you get the idea. I was a kid. What did I know?
Everything you mortals eat is living, or once was. I'm glad I have no need of sustenance. I've always found it quite distasteful, the idea of having to consume lives just to prolong one's own.
We mortals are all about having to do distasteful things. Well, that's one of the main differences between us and you, along with us being so easy to kill off. What choice do we have but to try and survive?
No choice at all, perhaps. Much in nature struggles to survive, from the flower yearning for a bit of light, to you, trying to figure out how to ask me to teach you to fish.
Well, I understand it's necessary to be silent. So why don't you provide a demonstration and I'll carefully observe. A bit like scanning for targets from the sky. Too murky to see. Nice.
I got a soul belly?
You know, I really did enjoy that. Even just the quiet waiting part. Thanks for bringing me along.
By the way, have you seen what we did with the springs? Good place to shed any lingering pains if you want to go.
With you, right now. All right. Though, don't expect the spring water to be much good for my complexion, eh?
That's good.
In we go, then. Funny how utterly beyond belief life is sometimes. While I was living, I could never have imagined anything like this.
It's just a hot spring, Icarus. A purified and heavily enchanted one, but nonetheless. You've been flying over fleets of risen warships. How is this any stranger than that?
It's mostly that I'm here with you. You're so beautiful, Melly. Not that you need us shades and mortals to know it. And Aphrodite herself must have told you, eh?
Oh, stop. Aphrodite has been a steadfast ally. If she was envious of me, I doubt she'd be as forthcoming with all of her most potent blessings as she has been.
That isn't really what I meant. We mortals tend to have a certain shame. Our bodies can be so vulnerable and ugly sometimes. But not gods and goddesses.
I don't see what's to be ashamed of. I've known shades such as you and Odysseus. You're close enough to gods.
Well, that's kind of you to say. And you were right about my burdens in this place. I'm really glad we're here.
As am I.
I only wish we could have stayed longer. Though that was great. Thank you for bringing me along.
It was nice.
I was so reckless when I was a kid. My father always told me to be careful. I was stuck in a bloody tower. Couldn't do anything to hurt myself if I tried. Now, I just don't want to mess things up.
For someone who spends so much time up in the clouds, you're far too stuck in your own head at times. This isn't a test, Icarus. It's me. And I simply like it when you're you.
Come on, Melly, look at us. You're the immortal princess of the underworld. I'm a shade of a failed apprentice who couldn't follow one simple instruction from his father and got dead ahead of schedule. This is what you like.
No, because that isn't who you are. I have no pity for you. Why do you have so much for yourself? Cast it aside. But your true feelings, you should never hide from me.
I'll try. I'll definitely try. I'd be a fool not to. So then, onward towards whatever comes our way. Tall fellow over there by that big tapestry type thing, isn't that Doom? He seems friendlier than I imagined, judging by the way the two of you are getting on.
Lord Moros is our guest, and that tapestry beside him holds the wheel of the three fates. Would you like to meet him?
Oh, no, we've met before. Oh, I don't think he'd remember me. It's for the best. I just didn't expect to see him again, let alone here. I'm glad he's all right.
He is.
Fancy meeting you up here. I used to never fly anywhere near this place, but noticed somewhat fewer harpies and automaton defenses. And, well, you. Going all right so far?
Going better than before now, thanks to you. So what do you think? Does the Mountain of the Gods live up to everything you imagined?
Mostly, yes. Considering mortals, living or otherwise, were never meant to see Olympus in all its glory. And I'd rather see you anyway, Nelly. Here. Something for the rest of your climb. Your arm. Never got better, did it? I'm really sorry. I should never have put you on the spot.
Not your fault. I had grown very confident in my abilities. Headmistress always said there was no way to make shades whole again, but I thought otherwise. Overextended. Learned a lesson I'm not going to forget.
I felt so bad. Couldn't look at anybody in the crossroads anymore. Thought I'd never see you again. It'd be for the best. I had a lot I needed to sort out.
And how did it go? You learned to fly, at least. Top of your list of fears. Conquered. With your father's wings, no less.
These wings are mine, Melly. And that was all part of it. I had to learn to do things for myself, like you did. And for what it's worth, I think your arm looks amazing. Now, here. Pleased to see you well again, Your Grace. Don't know about you, but last night was hard fought for me. Those Kronos warship crews don't seem to tire out.
Icarus, I thought I told you I'm not your grace. I may be the princess of the underworld by birth, but here I serve the unseen, the same as you.
I know, it's just, I don't want any special treatment here. Other shades all seem to be polite with you. And I like calling you Your Grace. As long as you don't mind.
Just not too often, then.
Yes, yes. So you really do wake up each night back there, entirely refreshed. And with a newfound resolve to achieve your life's ambition, that sort of thing.
You make it sound so automatic. My physical recovery may be mostly second nature by now, but my motivation certainly is not. You think I never get discouraged?
I've never seen you discouraged. Though maybe you just hide it well. What do you do if you succeed, eh? Pursue some other hopes and dreams?
That's not something I've given any thought.
I get it. First things first. Oh, you're up. I almost missed you. Was about to fly on back to Thessaly. Hope you rested well. Sounds like you had quite an eventful night.
It was productive, yes. Though if you're on assignment, I don't wish to keep you. We'll catch up some other time. Or were you waiting here for me?
No, I mean, well, it's good to see you, yes, but I'm not late. I can make up the time during my flight, you know, air currents and the like. So, well, back to it for the both of us, then, hey? Sorry I'm late. Had a run-in with an eagle on the way. Maybe if I had a liver still, I could offer it to bite and we'd become fast friends. Worked for Prometheus, apparently.
Beloved by birds as well as mortals. Though you don't seem to have much fondness for Prometheus yourself. Perhaps his affection for mortals isn't always reciprocated.
Well, I mean, we've never met. When I was whole, we worshipped gods, not titans. And Prometheus angered the gods, so... Look, if you don't like him, that's enough for me.
You know, you've changed. You seem more full of life. I catch these glimpses of your face while you're in flight, and it's like there's a joy in you I never saw before.
Well, there's the flying, which admittedly doesn't get old. And then there's seeing you, taking on the legions of Kronos single-handedly, using all your training. Wow.
I didn't take them on single-handedly, Icarus, but it's good to know about the flying. It must be exhilarating.
It is, Melly. You could always see right through me, so no point trying to sell it short. I hope some night you'll get a shot at it and tell me what you think.
Hey, ever tried ambrosia, Icarus? Because if not, you're about to. Given your inclination and availability, of course.
As a matter of fact, no. I've not tried ambrosia before, and I've never had the inclination till you asked me just now. You sure it'd be all right? The other shades are watching us, Melly. They admire you so much, and probably would wish I was dead if I wasn't already.
Oh, don't worry. If any of those shades get too envious, the only attention they'll end up getting is from Nemesis. Why would they even care? I see them more than you.
Well, it's just, as mortals, many of us could get jealous. Especially when we'd see someone we cared for with somebody else. Hard to explain, but I think it all stems from our instinctively knowing how little time we have.
But you all have eternity now that you're here. Provided Kronos hasn't yet irreparably ruined everything. Though I suppose we gods can also have those types of feelings.
Really? Oh, come on, name one thing that's ever made you envious, Melly. You seem so comfortable the way you are, and with everything you have. I've never seen you want for anything that isn't yours.
Then you haven't been paying attention. I'm envious of headmistress, for one. I'll never be half the witch she is, nor look nearly as elegant in hats.
All right, I stand corrected. You're envious of the hat of the Witch of the Crossroads. Now, can we try the drink already, eh? Could always spare some for the other shades.
Then let's drink to the shades of the Crossroads.
Wow. I have never had something like that in my entire life. Or death. The gods just regularly drink this stuff.
Some of them, anyway. I enjoyed our prior outing at the Springs, and thought you might be open to another sometime soon. Perhaps even right now.
Oh, well, these wings, they need further maintenance, but what am I even saying? They can definitely wait. Let's go.
Just right. You're quiet, Icarus. What's on your mind? Besides the further maintenance of the magnificent wings you've built.
It's just... most of my evenings are substantially less pleasant. I want to make this last. As well as fix the bloody wings. If they were so magnificent, they wouldn't break.
I think magnificent things are often fragile things. Though they seem sturdier than you let on. You had to solve the problems that caused the famous wings of Daedalus to fail.
That failure was mine. The wings my father made were built with feathers and wax, which was all he had to work with at the time. The wax had to stay cool, but I flew off into the blazing sun. Probably should have gone out at night in retrospect.
Perhaps you didn't have the luxury of choice, since you were captives then. So what happened? The wings melted on you.
Well, yes. Using them was such a thrill that I pushed them too hard. So I fell. These new ones use a fiber like the bones of a bird, so they don't split as easily. Though, let's not talk about the past, all right? I much prefer the present.
I do too.
They tell the dead to rest in peace, but I've not had a break like that in far too long. Cheers, eh?
You seem to enjoy your first taste of ambrosia, so I want you to have a bottle for yourself. But when the occasion warrants it.
A bottle for myself, when the occasion warrants it. Wow. What? Oh, come on, Millie, this is really too much. I've nothing near this good to give you.
I beg to differ. You have given me much more. And I don't just mean the hammers you've been busy working on.
I've not done anything that scores of shade admirers of yours wouldn't have done in a heartbeat, if they still had one.
Wait, you're a shade admirer of mine?
They'll stop. And give me that.
How about we try this whole ambrosia thing again? But this time, no pretending you're just another shade. You're more than that, and more than a friend.
Fine. But don't you think this wasn't meant to be, eh? When I tried to touch you, it's barely a breeze, like I'm not even here.
You are here. I don't want to get hurt again either, but each night I set out like this, I can't accomplish what I need to do without inviting the possibility, even the inevitability. Sometimes it's worth it.
My pain I can handle fine. Who cares? Yours, I don't think I could live with, exist with, you know what I mean? But, I can't believe I'm arguing with you, Melly. I'm happy more than anything right now, but I'm afraid.
A fear we can face together.
Been some nights since we last did this, hasn't it, Millie? I figured you'd show up soon enough, though. Unless maybe Kronos finally got you or something terrible like that.
If you were truly worried for me, thank you, Icarus. But also don't do that. The concern does us no good. If you're distracted, you can't fight the Titan's legions to the fullest.
Oh, it's all right. I get distracted all the time, except when I'm at work or in the sky. Which, not coincidentally, are the two things that keep me busy recently.
How about one more ambrosia, as a bit of an experiment? Because a substance known for bringing warmth and pleasure seems somehow to bring you misery.
Oh, excellent. I was just thinking I could use more misery, and here we are. You do know why, don't you? We tried all this before, and it didn't work. I really wish it did, but hey.
I'm more experienced now. Sometimes when things don't work, you have to try again. Over and over and over, if that's what it takes.
Melly, I agree with you. Provided that the cost of trying isn't way too high. In your case, well, you've got another arm there, sure. A couple legs. You're willing to put all those on the line for me. To make me whole.
Look, I know I can't just permanently bring your body back. But this connection we have, that we've always had, I'm willing to go where it leads. I'd like to go, if you would too.
I would, of course. I'd follow you into the sun, Melly. Or anywhere you'd rather be. You brought along the little hammer from me, eh? First one I ever made. First that was any good, at least. Sort of a funny process, making things for making things.
Icarus, how could you give me this? You should hold on to it as a reminder of how far you've come as a creator. I would have figured this to be one of your father's masterworks.
It's much more special in your care than mine. Creating tools that others can use to reach new heights. That's how I reach them myself. You're doing me a solid here, Melly. I sometimes think of what it's like being a god. Ever wonder what your life would have been like if you were mortal, eh? You probably would have wound up in Elysium.
Among the greatest heroes of your kind, I'm not so certain about that. If I were born mortal, I suppose I would have worked at something all my life. Attempted to excel beyond my means and those of anybody else.
Melly, that's almost as depressing as my life. And I didn't get to choose. Most mortals work only to earn their keep. But it's the pleasures that we want, not the toil.
Truly? Yet here you are as a shade, seeking to outdo your own master artisan father at his craft, while battling against the Titan's legions. To earn your keep.
All right, I see your point, sorry. That was the mortal impulse to tell others how to live. But we rarely find our own sense of purpose, much less anyone else's. I wonder what you would have excelled at.
Arguing, perhaps, as lawyer or a judge.
That's terrifying. Been getting use from that old hammer of mine, eh? I thought maybe you'd stash it somewhere it would gather dust. It's earned a break from everything I put it through.
Wait, you don't want me using it like this? If your intent was that it gathered dust from the environment, then I think some sort of fur-lined surface would make it much more effective.
No, I think the way you were using it is great. Seems like the charm on it is even stronger than it used to be. I'm just glad it's been of any help.
Don't worry, this isn't more ambrosia. It's called an ectoplasmic draft. Not as potent as the incantation I once tried, but this one works, I think.
What are you saying, Millie? Wait, this draft can make me whole? Or maybe partially, an arm or something, eh?
It may be able to restore your sense of self as though you lived and breathed, but the effect won't last particularly long. Perhaps a night at best. That was the compromise.
You're kidding. So, I could be me again. Feel the cold wind and the spray of the sea and all that. For just one night. But can you make more?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. These things can carry side effects if you don't take them slow. Swear that you will.
I swear I'll take it slow using the ectoplasmic draft. I've ignored perfectly reasonable guidance to my peril at least once before, and I don't intend to do it again.
Then please use this whenever you see fit. Perhaps on some particularly special night. And treat it as one of a kind.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Icarus, you look... the ectoplasmic draft. You used it and it worked. Can I... is it all right if I...
I was about to ask you the same thing. This is like nothing I've experienced since I was alive. And not even then. I took it all for granted then.
Come here, you fool. What makes tonight so special anyhow? I thought you were going to save the draft for some sort of once-in-an-eternity occasion.
I thought about that. And then I thought about how if I could just touch you, that would make for such an occasion for me. And then I realized I didn't want to wait. I drank the draft once I knew you were here. It wasn't bad.
You swore you'd take this slow. What if I couldn't speak to you tonight? The draft would have gone to waste.
You're right. It's just, you're here, and I can feel my racing heart. Melly, may I hold you in my arms?
I'd like for you to do that very much. You may experience strange sensations, but I'll be as gentle as I can. Please let me know if you start having discomfort of any kind.
I can't imagine that.
Huh.
Wow. Oh. Ah.
It's nice, the beating of your heart. And you're still very warm, you know. If not for that, I might take you for dead. You've not moved, not spoken. You all right?
This must be what Elysium is like. Melly, I'm far more than all right. I'm just taking in each moment as I can. What about you? That you're still here, I think, is a good sign?
You may take it as such. But, oh, you're getting colder now, and the pallor of your skin is starting to change. The draft is losing its effect. If you hurry, you still could feel that cold wind and the spray of the sea.
I would much rather stay with you right here. But I don't wish to keep you. And I'll probably regret not taking flight like this while I still can. You're wonderful, Melly.
Fly free and live, Icarus. So did you get a chance to feel the wind and sea using the ectoplasmic draft? I wasn't sure how long it was going to last, and wanted you to make the most of it.
That was the greatest night of my existence, by a lot. Feeling the wind and the sea was the perfect end to it. At first, I thought the cold was making me numb, but it was just the draft wearing off.
That night was special for me, too. Apparently, my grandmother Demeter was with a mortal once, and had my mother after that, who then had me. so I'm not a true goddess, and always had an interest in my mortal roots.
You are a true goddess, Melly. If you've a bit of mortal blood, so much the better. Anyway, that was an amazing time. Now that it's over, at least I have the memory.
We could make more sometime, perhaps. Memories, that is. Because considering the ectoplasmic draft worked like it did, I may look into replicating it.
Well, if my heart were beating still, it likely would have burst. I'd give anything to be with you again. But unlike last time, I'll be patient about it, I swear. It's funny. We mortals go through life searching for that one other soul with whom we want to spend the rest of our nights. A love that lasts forever, but we're really talking maybe 30, 40 years. Must be so different for the gods.
To want for all of someone's love, it seems so selfish. Nemesis would surely disapprove. My understanding is we all have varying capacity for different types of love. In fact, I think I've quite a bit for you now, Icarus.
You've quite a bit... Wait, you mean love? For me? And even though there must be others whom you fancy around here, in that primary type of love sort of way. But what if I have all this love for you and no one else?
Then I am very fortunate. Though also, I think you must have much more to give, and you've eternity to find all those who deserve it. I alone shall have to do for now.
You're more than enough for me, Melly.
Perhaps.
Where have you been, Melly? Not seen you here or anywhere in far too many nights. Something's off. I don't know what, but I think Kronos might be up to something new. His forces have been acting very strange.
His forces have been acting very strange because Kronos abandoned his campaign. Icarus, our war is won. The House of Hades is restored. You'd not believe me if I told you how, but it's true.
Kronos has given up. Wait, what? No, but we just fought more of his forces here. You're really serious?
When am I not? The Titan of Time is changed. We were able to get through to him finally in the moment when his continued existence was on the line. I'm off to Olympus now, to make certain things are stable over there.
I can't believe it. Well, I mean, of course I can. You got him, finally! You did get him, didn't you? I don't know what to say. Have one of these? Been hearing Shade say something's changing on Olympus. That the fates themselves decided that the gods will soon be ruling with a lighter touch. That sounds different.
I think soon there may be relative to gods, not mortals, but what I've heard is much the same. At the dawn of the new age, mortals are to choose their paths themselves.
An age where neither the gods nor the fates are dictating each moment of our lives or deaths. Hard to imagine. Who would we even blame if things went wrong then, eh?
You'll find someone, I'm sure. I was just thinking nothing clears the mind like a refreshing, burning hot soak. Care to accompany me?
Oh, I do enjoy a good relaxing bath, even whilst dead. And who am I to say no to a goddess? So why not?
Perfect.
Phew. I know your customs and mine aren't quite the same, but my eyes are going to remain averted here, if that's all right.
Would mortals often bathe, Odysseus?
Oh, well, perhaps once in a while, when they could. Though seldomly both men and women at the same time. Doing so could seem untoward.
I see. We gods have no such shame, I realize. Have I made you uncomfortable?
Me? No, of course not. In fact, I've bathed with goddesses before. It's been a little while.
Oh, that's all right. Doubtless you'll recall the finer points. You mostly just have to try and let go your burdens.
Should be simple, as I've many of those. In fact, no matter how many I let go, it seems some yet remain. But being here does help.
Well, as long as it's agreeable for you.
It is. Agreeable, it is. Well, don't know about you, but I am properly relaxed, I'd say.
Hey, I was thinking I'm due for a good boil in the springs. Join me for a bit?
A visit to the baths? With you? Right now? Sure. I am honored to accompany you, goddess. Practically feel it in my bones. I trust the temperature is to your liking, aye?
You've met many goddesses even in your mortal days, haven't you?
In this, I'm very fortunate indeed. The Lady Athena often watched over me. I'd never have survived the war if not for her. Then on my travels home, there was Calypso and Circe.
Circe used to study under Headmistress, always with her crystals. And Calypso, she's a nymph, correct? A lesser goddess, I suppose.
Well, nothing lesser about her, with respect. These goddesses, they enthralled me, each in their own right. Almost made me forget myself, forget my family.
But you did not forget. You made your journey home. Even I know the tale.
It's a tale, goddess. Anyway, life takes its complicated turns. Take it from me. That was a splendid and much-needed time. Truly appreciate the invitation.